Good morning to you. This is Ted from The Devil's in the Detail. As you know from the pictures yesterday, we've left the bonnet to cure now. I started to give it a flat, but it was obvious that it was starting to roll a little bit, so I've left that and started on the boot lid. Well, you've seen the pictures yesterday of the paint stripping, and basically I'd stripped all the coats bar really the last coat, and now I'm going to show you the remains of what the micro blistering was doing. You can see it's all the way down to the metal. You know, it's springing up all over the place. Now also there's a lot of filler in the boot, and it's old filler. You can see the marks. Some of it's from the DA that I've been using, but basically it's all got to come off. Everything's got to come off, and it'll all have to be refilled. But the part, you see the pinholes there, you know, this is what encourages the micro blistering to come up. But the most important part of this is this section across the boot is actually bent from there down. You can see the dark spots at all the lows. I've run a DA sander over it, and the dark spots are the low points. This side isn't so bad, although there are a few other dents that's got to be done. All this filler that you can see that's been here before. Obviously, I don't know whether this was done at the factory or it's been done since, but this is, you know, quite, you know, I mean, it could have been done. I don't think it was probably done from the factory, but you never know. But this section across here now, the dark parts are where it's low, and the reason being, you can see it's high there, or it's level there I should say, and you know, it's level there, little kink there, but basically it gets worse as it goes across here. So the reason I think this is happening is these hinges that are attached, you can see they're quite heavily sprung. When you open the bonnet, it shoots up, and if you're not holding it, basically the boot lid will shoot up in the air. When it comes to a standstill, you've got the mass of the top end of the boot lid. As it swings up, you've got all this mass, which is aluminium, on a steel frame, and where it's bolted is the parts where it's still a bit level, and then obviously the weight over the years of swinging up and hitting it has actually curved. Well, it hasn't curved the boot lid, it's actually basically put a ridge from really the top of the hinges all the way across. So, and being aluminium, if we start trying to tap it down, to a certain degree we can foil some of the eye spots, but it's more that it's low, so we'll probably end up, we'll remove everything that's there so that we can get all this, whatever's sitting in the alley that's causing all these micro blisters. It's probably damp when it was primered or whatever. You can see there where it's been coming up through the filler, the spots there. Basically we're going to have to end skim it. This has all got to be redone because that's not level anyway. Whoever done it before didn't really get it flat all the way across, so that'll have to be redone. So you might as well say that we'll probably have to skim the whole of the panel all the way across and then block it flat. So this, I hope, sort of shows what we think. You know, we're going to set out and just repaint the car. If we was to just skim the top coat off and paint over it, all these imperfections and micro blistering will just come back up, and after 6 or 7 months you're back in the same situation as you was before. So by removing it all, we can get it right, and it'll look good. So I'll put the video on later and see what you think. See you again.